guys, I'm Palmer. I'm going to give you a tutorial on wall spin. The first move you have to get before wall spin is hand spin. And on hand spin, you ideally want to try to find a flat surface or a table. So for hand spin, the first and important thing is you have to be able to do it on the corner. Corner is the first step. Your hand position, if you're right-handed, is going to be at the bottom, and the corner is going to be right underneath your palm. Then your left hand is going to be placed on top of the table. So it looks like this here. Right hand, left hand. If you're left-handed, it's the opposite. Left hand is going to go right here on the corner. Right hand is going to go right on top. Next thing you have to be able to do is body position. When you're first approaching it, you want to go at an angle or straight at the corner. So when you're approaching the corner, if you're, let's assume right-handed for now, you want to approach it on the left side of the corner of the table. So your right hand's going to go here, left hand's going to come on top. Feet are together. Very important. Feet have to be together. And then I'm going to place my hand here, left hand's going to go on top, and I'm not going to throw my legs over. I'm actually going to be throwing my hips over and pushing out at the same time, like so. And then when you land, you should be landing feet together on the other side of the corner. So you start from one side, left side, and you should be ending up on the right side of the corner. So after you're able to do hand spin on the corner, now you have to be able to do it on the edge. So here on the edge, you really have to make sure you're pushing out. Otherwise, you're just going to collide with the table, and you're going to land on top of the table or on the side. And preferably, when you're going to be doing it on a wall, you're not going to have anything to land on except for one side, where you started off. So I'm starting here, and I have to finish here. So same thing, hand position, right, left. And now your palm, instead of the corner, it's not going to be on the edge. Watch. So remember, hands have to be in this position here. Feet have to be together, and you're pushing out. Also notice my body position. When I'm going up and I'm spinning, I'm tucked halfway. You don't want to have your body out, and you don't want to have your body too curled in. It's halfway tucked, just like you're sitting in a chair. And feet have to remain together. A lot of people, what they tend to do is they open up their legs too far when they're going for the spin. Make sure your feet are together and they're bent. So after you can do hand spin on an edge, now you want to take it on the wall. Now the most important thing you have to note when you're doing wall spin is the same techniques apply. Hand in this position, right hand on the bottom, left hand on top. Feet have to be together, making sure you're tucked in and you're in a half, kind of like in a sitting position. What's also important to note is when you're going for the wall, a lot of it is more mental than it is physical. If you practice your hand spin regularly, and you maybe at least 20 times you can do it perfectly and you feel really good, then it shouldn't be a problem. Most of it is just mental. Making sure you have to be confident for one, and physically you have to make sure you're in the same position consistently. So the first drill you have to do for hand spin is this drill. Now what's going on with this drill is the setup. I'm setting up for wall spin. Once again, I'm running at the wall. I take a small hop before I approach the wall, clamp both of my feet together, and set up for the technique. Now hands, if you noted, my hands are right at my midsection. That's where, just like a back flip or a front flip, I typically will flip at the halfway point. You're going to be spinning at the halfway point, which is about your midsection. So the next thing after you get that down, the drill, and you get really comfortable, you want to start to lean in. So when you lean in, make sure your head is leaning towards the right. as you're pushing up. Your legs are gonna open up. That's okay, but don't let that be a habit for you when you actually go for the technique. So now, when you're going for it, you start to lean in. Now all you gotta do is the commitment part. You just have to go for the spin. Remember, as you're going through the spin, don't just let your hands be in position. Push out. You have to push with your right hand. Push out away from the wall. So then your legs have enough clearance so they don't hit the wall, and then you make it over. So that's wall spin. The last thing I want to comment is body position where you're facing. When you're first doing the wall spin, you're facing the wall, you're approaching it. When you finish, you're going to finish facing towards the left from where you started. So you start here, and then you finish this direction. Remember, both feet are landing together. Other than that, that's it. That should be wall spin. Try it out. Good luck. Also note that my tutorial is not perfect. If you have any questions, please send me a comment on my video, and I'll try to get back to you. Here are some videos of different variations of wall spin that you can learn after mastering wall spin.